Hey everyone, and welcome back to ICC What to Watch, where we break down the European football matches that you absolutely cannot miss on this weekend's schedule. I'm your host, Chris Murch. What a great final week it was in European football before the 2-week international break we are currently in. Let's take a look at how my predictions went from the matches we profiled last week. Starting with Manchester City versus Everton in the FA Cup, I picked a 2-0 victory for the Citizens, which hit directly, so check. I picked Man United over Leicester 3-1, and the opposite happened with the Foxes winning by that score, so not right there. PSG Lyon, I picked a 2-2 draw, which was way off as PSG won 4-2, and lastly I picked Barcelona over Real Sociedad 2-1, where the Blaugrana absolutely shredded La Real 6-1. So a 500 week leaves me heading in with a 4-3 record into the international break. Even with this break, we have a lot of important matches to cover over the next 2 weeks with CONCACAF Olympic qualifying, European World Cup qualifying, and friendlies. So let's not delay anymore. Here are the top 3 matches you absolutely cannot miss on this weekend's schedule. First up, we have the US versus Northern Ireland in a friendly. On Sunday, we will see the USMNT play for only the 4th time in over a year. We already saw them play Jamaica yesterday, and in 2 days they face off against Northern Ireland. I think every American sports fan in general should be excited about where the game of soccer is headed within the country, but especially the outlook of the USMNT's future. Never before has America had the kind of talent we currently possess. Whether wonder kids like Gio Reyna, Yunus Musa, Brendan Aronson, Serginho Dest, or whether you have the veterans, which is interesting to say because everyone is still under 28, like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, John Brooks, Tyler Adams, and more, this side is going to be seriously fun to watch. Sadly, we will not get to see McKennie for this camp as he's dealing with some nagging injuries in Turin with Juventus, but newbies like Daryl Dike, Jordan Sibachu, Luca De La Torre, and more will be fun to watch. I'm predicting a clean sheet for Zach Steffen in a 3-0 victory Sunday at 12:05 p.m. Eastern. Next, let's head over to Europe and UEFA World Cup qualifying with Portugal versus Serbia. In a Group A matchup, we will see defending Euro and Nations League champions Portugal take on an upstart Serbia in a match that should be quite the fun watch, with Serbia possessing goal-scoring threats like Luka Jovic, Alexander Mitrovic, and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, as well as stud center back Nikola Milenkovic, who's a hot name in transfer rumors right now. This side will be a tough out in a group that also includes Ireland. If star-studded Portugal takes them lightly, then watch out. On Portugal's side, you have names like Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Andre Silva, Diogo Jota, and many more. This is easily the most talent we've seen from the Portuguese potentially ever. Can they do something with it, however? After getting bounced out of the Final Four of Nations League, they need a bit of redemption, and I think they get it here in their first game back since that disappointment 2-1 over Serbia. Last but certainly not least, we're going to stay in UEFA World Cup qualifying with Norway versus Turkey. While these clubs don't necessarily scream powerhouse, heck, Norway didn't even qualify for the Euros this summer, these are two sides with a lot of name power, however. On Norway's side, you have maybe the hottest name in football currently in Erling Haaland, while in the midfield you have one of the best young talents in the game in Arsenal's Martin Ødegaard, and you also can't forget about Alexander Sorloth and Jens Petter Hauge. Norway are a team desperate to qualify for the world's biggest stage after the Euro failure and have the talent to do so. Turkey are, year in, year out, a supremely underrated squad with the likes of AC Milan's Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Lille's Burak Yilmaz, Leicester's Cengiz Ünder, and Juventus's Miray Demiral. Never sleep on this side. They're a club that could easily find themselves qualifying for the World Cup, and this game could produce some really wonderful goals. I'm going with a 2-2 draw here in what should be an exciting one. Thanks for joining, everyone, and don't forget to check out our other original programming such as Around the ICC with Matteo Bonetti, The Fixture with Meg Linehan, EPL Insights with Michael Tomer, ICC Confidential with Fabrizio Romano, and more at internationalchampionscup.com. And go ahead and follow us at International Champions Cup on Instagram and Facebook, and at INT Champions Cup on Twitter. We'll see you next week.